Hi, my name is Destiny, and today we're going to be exploring the question, is it best to live off or on campus? To start off, here are some clips of interviews with students who live on campus.
Hi, my name is Elisa Nieves. I live on campus and I live at Wall Hall.
Elisa, can you describe your experience living on campus?
It's a nice experience. I would say that it's easier to walk from my dorm to my classes because I'm on campus. The community here is nice, and yeah.
Do you feel safe in your environment?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Can you explain some unsafe or safe practices you see in your community?
Some safe practices would be like after 12 a.m. They lock the doors in the front, so the only way you can enter your building if you're with someone or if you yourself live in that building. Another thing would be like the quiet hours after 10 p.m. like in the halls. Some unsafe practices would have to be that sometimes they bring visitors who are a little rowdy. So after a while, they'll go and knock on doors and do stuff.
What are some improvements you think that could be made to the environment?
Some improvements would probably be more awareness, like the community. Like for example, like the CAs, they could check more often, like the halls, to make sure that no one that's not supposed to be there, like be there.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Riv. I currently live on campus in Weymouth. I'm also the Complex Council President for Chitwood, Weymouth, and Coleman.
Can you explain your experience living on campus?
My experience living on campus has been a lot for the most part. It's very new to me to share a room. It's also very new to me to share a bathroom with 20 other guys. And it's all very new to me because everyone's coming in and out of the room, or you can hear doors slamming, you can hear people walking in the hallways. It's all very new to me. I wouldn't necessarily say it's been a bad experience, but it's been an experience for sure.
Would you say you feel safe in your environment?
I would say I feel safe in my environment. I do think that there could be stricter rules and safety measures that could be taken, but I do feel safe.
Are there certain things that make you feel unsafe or safe here?
I think it's the easy access that other people can get into my building, not necessarily my room, but people do have access to my building and where I live, where I wash my clothes, where I use the restroom. I definitely think that it's a little uncomfortable knowing that people can walk in and out of my building, whether they live there or not.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
According to the Texas Tech University Student Housing website, community standards are designed to support and guide the residential experience at Texas Tech University. Members of this dynamic community must strive for mutual respect. We can learn best from one another in an atmosphere of positive encouragement. Each person has a role to play in our residential hall community and brings value to the environment.
I'm Jose. I live off campus at Capstone Cottages.
Can you describe your experience living off campus?
I've never really lived on campus, but I have a couple friends who did, and one thing that I noticed is that they don't have too much or as much privacy as other people. And one thing I like about living off campus is the fact that I get my own room, my own bathroom, and then I can cook. So that makes me being able to make healthier meals for myself rather than just adding extra money to the already expensive cost of Texas Tech.
Do you feel safe in your environment? And can you explain some unsafe or safe practices you see in your community?
In general, I feel pretty safe living here because, like I said, we have more privacy, so it's just me and my roommates, which we all know each other. But there are some things that I noticed that are pretty bad about the community itself. I've noticed that people drive fast, people just ignore the stop signs, and the safe things about that is the fact that we have a gate that only residents can open through our phones.
Is there any improvements that could be made to your environment?
Probably just adding more security, just because people not stopping for those stop signs. But other than that, I think it's pretty good.
All right, thank you.
My name is Hector. I live off campus currently at Capstone Cottages.
Can you describe your experience living off campus?
It is a lot more enclosed than living on campus. There isn't as much opportunity or a lot of times reason to get out of the house unless you look for an opportunity, whereas living on campus is a constant opportunity to go out and just be out and about.
Do you feel safe in your environment, and can you explain some unsafe or safe practices you see?
I feel safe, definitely safer than on campus. Unsafe practices off living here off campus. They would have to be just the same ones that are on campus. It's still students that live here. Only difference is we're more spaced out. So whatever things they're doing with being reckless doesn't affect me as much as before.
Do you know any improvements that could be made to your living environment?
More pedestrian what's the word, infrastructure. Being on campus, there's sidewalks that are accessible. Everything can be accessed on through foot traffic, whereas here if you don't have a car it is a lot more difficult to be out, which is another reason why it's not as encouraged.
All right, thank you. For this project, I found information from newspaper articles about off-campus living. According to KAMC News, it was said by Tanya Massey, who is a senior managing director for University Student Housing. We want to partner with our off-campus property neighbors all around Lubbock to really help provide the best possible service for students. And that concludes my research. So students of Texas Tech, I hope this helps you decide what housing is best for you.